job.
Well, hi there. We're the Scarlet Burbs out of Lake Tahoe. We perform Stress the Musical at conferences around our country, and we're going to live stream our show next Sunday, May 3rd at 3 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time. And for those of you that can't join us then, we'll post it on YouTube later.
And we're just going to do a short clip right now just to give you an idea of how you can protect your physical, mental, and emotional health. Specifically, we're going to show you ways you can manage the stress in your life in simple but important ways.
You know, we all know what stress is, that twist of the gut which comes when we perceive a threat to our health or to our lifestyle. Stress surely seems to be on the rise in most homes and jobs these days.
Yeah, and this chronic stress stuff really comes down to two very unproductive behaviors. The first of those behaviors is regretting the past. What did Grandma say about regret? No use crying over spilled milk, right? Grandmas are pretty smart.
Certainly we should do everything reasonable to correct our mistakes. But once that is done, to sit and ruminate over it makes no sense.
The second of those unproductive behaviors that leads to chronic stress, other than regretting the past, is worrying about the future. Sure, setting some goals, making some reasonable plans, some preparations, those are all good things, but worrying about what might or what might not happen, that's just another big stress builder.
Contemplate that and sing Carly Simon's words with us from home. These are the good old days.
Chasing after some finer day. Anticipation is a making me late, keeping me waiting. These are the good old days. Stay right here, 'cause these are the good old days. 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 Worry and regret and worry, all those wasted time and mental emotional energy. If we want to reduce our exposure to stress, stay focused on the present.
You know, there's a saying that all misery comes from wishing the situation to be other than it is. Think like an athlete, so focused on your goal and on what is happening right now in the moment that you don't have time for stress.
Now, those hormones that come from chronic unresolved stress cause us all kinds of problems. Cortisol interrupts our sleep cycle. Glucose turns to belly fat on men and hip fat on women, and on and on.
And our bodies can only do so much. So while all those preparations are being made for fight or flight, all non-essential processes are turned off.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's a saying, villages under attack don't build schools. When we're in that stress mode, some pretty important things, growth, repair, digestion, are turned off till later by the body. With that, we begin to understand why chronic stress has been shown to be a major factor in heart disease, cancer, diabetes, sexual dysfunction, brain atrophy, and obesity. Stress can not only kill you, it can make you fat, dumb, and impotent.
I think I'd rather it just killed me.
When we start to spiral downward into that mental and emotional health, we tend to think that we're alone, that events are conspiring against us, and that no one knows how we feel.
No I blame you. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be faded, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they are as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes.
The recent isolation can make all of us feel like we're living in that song. But we're all in this together. In our presentation on Sunday, we will show you a dozen great stress-fighting skills. But here are a couple you can use in the meantime.
We've known for 3 generations that having a hobby takes you out of that stress mode, out of your funk. People who have a hobby report far less stress than people without one. If you have a hobby, great, keep it up. If you don't, get one. Think about something that used to interest you, that you used to enjoy, or something that's piqued your interest now, and go for it.
Bagpipes?
Well, one thing that I found helpful when I start feeling stressed out is to get a massage. As soon as I schedule it, I start to feel better, and I can't wait till I can do that.
Yeah. Well, a professional massage probably isn't in the cards for most of us these days, but the next best thing is to sit in a hot bath and soak your cares away. Better yet, a whirlpool bath to help push out that tension. Or just sit outside and soak up the sun.
Right?
Yeah, soak up the sun.
I like it.
I don't have digital. I don't have diddly squat. It's not having what you want. It's want what you got. I'm gonna soak up the sun. Gonna tell everyone to light it up. I'm gonna tell them that I know when you play. Every time I feel lame, I'm gonna soak up the sun. I'm gonna soak up the sun.
Ooh. We don't have time right now to go into all the positive effects of what they call nature bathing, but who doesn't like to sit outside and soak up the sun?
Farm workers.
Tar roofers?
We better call an end to this before these two get out of hand. Look, stress doesn't have to be a problem for any of us. William James, the psychologist, said, our greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose. Choose to join us next Sunday, May 3rd, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And in the meantime, please remember to subscribe to the Stress the Musical YouTube channel and like the Scarlet Verbs on Facebook. Thanks. See you soon.